So today you're supposed to draw a charm, and you would do that by creating a document, and we'll call it charm. And you should always get in a good habit of naming your files. Don't just put Untitled 1, Untitled 2, Untitled 3 and stuff like that. It's a really bad habit. And then your studio should log up a little faster than this. There it goes. Mine's a little slow right now for some reason, but I have a billion things open and screen recording software and whatnot. So I'm going to draw a charm. I asked that it make it like something that you would hang off a backpack. So think about the size when it comes down to that. Also, I want you to we'll go over the assignment right now. So if you guys look, there is an assignment, and it is here, and it's called making a backpack. And if you go here, opportunity statement: the company has an opportunity to improve brand loyalty using 3D printing technology. The company can quickly manufacture stuff. Customers submit a description of the person for whom the charm will be designed for. A company designer generates 3 unique concepts for the charm design. A customer reviews and provides feedback on the designs. A designer creates a final product. The customer approves the design, and the final design manufacturer is delivered. Okay, so what's the criteria for this thing? Let's get and the constraints are very important. So the design must include either a hole or accept a ball and chain or other attachment system. So there's got to be a way to attach the this to a backpack. Okay, so there should be probably a hole somewhere. The charm must allow easy attachment to a backpack or luggage. An edge distance of at least 0.25 inches, that's a quarter inch, must be maintained between the edge of the charm and any hole or slot. So in other words, the amount of distance of material should be a quarter of an inch around the hole, so it's not so thin that it will break. And then what's some constraints? Manufacturing process: the charm will be manufactured using additive manufacturing, so 3D printing working. Material: the charm or luggage tag will be manufactured from, and then what type of plastic is it? Probably PLA plastic for us, but we'll talk about this more later. Today we're focusing on drawing and what do we have to draw. So don't worry about all these things you have to do. So don't worry about this whole thing. There's a lot more to this. You'll see later on. Material: the charm material, due to limitations in production, the maximum volume of the material is this. So we have to. So definitely, we're going to make it out of PLA plastic. The volume of the material is, and I'm not going to come up with some max volume. It's just going to be too hard to redraw and go, oh, the volume's not there, and redraw it again. Time: a final design must be submitted for a customer by, just try to get this done the next day or two. And then a 3D design file must be submitted by, and then like I said, try to get this within the next day or two. And it says a 3D printed model must be submitted by. If we were in class, I would actually have you 3D print it, which means you'd have to do it by a certain date, which means you would probably, with a group, print 3 or 4 at the same time on a printer, and then before you leave, start the printer and whatnot, and then maybe come back at the end of the school day and check and whatnot. So tomorrow we're going to do more stuff like calculate how much it costs to manufacture them and stuff like that. Okay, today we're just going to draw it. And let's get rid of this. And so I'm going to try to do it with your high school base. So let's do this. Forgive me, this would be a lot better if I had more time and stuff, but I'm going to try to do this real quick. So sketch, let's go here, and then I'm going to rotate to that bottom flat part, and I'm going to do right here, look at this text, and then I'm just going to put Whittier High School, and I can change the font right here if I want. So I'm going to put Robot Slab and just see what that looks like. It looks like it shows me here, and I'm going to put bold, see if that'll let me, and put check mark. There we go. And will it let me extrude that? Well, I think it should. In fact, I'm going to try to put a box around it. And we should see how big this is. This is super important. So let's go ahead and size this. Dimension tool. This is only 0.8 inches. I think it should be a little bit bigger, like 1.5 inches maybe. There we go. and then this is 4.96 inches. I'm just going to push enter because I don't want to squish the words. See if I squish like the words right here. It won't let me actually because it's the letter fonting is a certain amount. So let's see if I can undo this. Hold on, it's turning red and getting mad at me. There we go. So it's just stuck to that. That way it stays the same. Now this part right here, I was trying to see. Oh, I know what I did. I put that square there. I'm gonna undo that actually. Where I put this, I put a square on that side. There we go. So I'm gonna get rid of that square. I'm gonna show you why in a second. And I'm gonna purposely kind of put it not here because that way I can't. If I could put it right here in this dot, it's not gonna let me change the size of the square. So I'm gonna put it there. And see if I can change the size of the square right here. I don't want to put it, remember I don't want to put it to here because then it kind of locks to that. And I'll show you what I'm doing here in a second. Let me see if this works. And what I'm going to try to do is this. I'm going to try to change this whole thing actually and get it bigger. Actually, I should have changed the size of the words to that 5-inch mark first. 5 inches is a pretty big tag, but I should probably made it smaller, but that's fine. And I'm going to go to this cut tool and see if this works. See the cut scissors tool? So watch this. I'm going to cut this. Nope, it doesn't let me. Okay, that's what I was going to test. If it let me cut that. Oops, my stuff's all gone. Restore. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to just go ahead and get rid of this. I have to go back to my sketch. Somehow I left that. I'm going to Control Z. I'm going to get rid of this square that I put. Delete, 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 delete. And let's just extrude this. So we're just going to push finish. Actually, just double check. Okay, I do have the size 5 inches. Okay. And I'm going to say extrude all 3 of these letters. And let's see if we can just see how this looks. We're going to put 1/4 inch. That's pretty thick. 0.25. And there we go. Now, this is not a charm because these letters would fall apart. I think you guys all realize that, right? So how do we fix that? So let's go to Sketch and let's go back to that plane and let's click it. And we need to add some material around it somehow. And that's what I was trying to do all at once, but I gave up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... where's my square? Wait. Square? Why is my square not drawing? Am I on the front plane? Oh, I'm on the wrong plane. Look what front plane I'm on. Do you guys see that? So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. I was on the wrong plane. So sketch. Somehow I clicked the front one. There we go. Top. There we go. Now I'm on the top plane. And square. It was like, you can't draw on a different plane. So let's go here. And I'm going to draw a little outside right here. A little outside. And you're welcome to, you don't have to do exactly what I'm doing, by the way. So you're welcome to draw anything you want. Be as creative as you want. I like to see creativity, of course. And I'm going to put this at 1.5 inches. And look at this. That H is not touching. I'm going to have to make this a little smaller. 1.4 inches. And then I'm going to have to move this down. Let's see. So I'm going to go, where's the dimensioning tool? I'm in the dimensioning tool. Good. So I'm going to click this dot and this upper wall. And I'm going to say make that like 6.6, or sorry, 0.66. It doesn't like that. Why doesn't it like that? I've over constrained something, meaning that I've told it somewhere else to be, and it doesn't like that. Like maybe it lines up to here, maybe. Let's see if I can. Okay, that freed it up. I deleted that constraint off right there. So now it's letting me, and you see how it's right here and here? So I'm over the letters. That works. And then now I need to worry about how thick these walls are going to be. I want them to be like 0.25. That's going to be really thick. That's fine. And then this is not going to be the prettiest thing. And I want this one to be the same thing, 0.25. And I'm going to do the same thing here. Oh, that moved it down, didn't it? Wait. What did I make smaller? Wait. Oh, I see what I did. I think I messed it up here. Okay. So I'm going to delete this constraint. I wanted this wall. Let me see if I can grab it and move it up. There we go. I wanted the distance between this wall and here to be 0.25. There we go. It went downward for some reason. And I think that's it. I think I just need to fix this wall over here. Make sure it's nice and thick as well. And then I think that's about it for now. Let's just stop there. I'm not going to try to work on the hole right now. Let's just go to extrude and click this outer edge, and let's just see what that looks like. 0.25. And luckily, I see it's not like, you see how it's separate, the material? I think I can fix that. I think on this extrude, if I double click on that extrude, it's new. Let's see, intersect. Add. Let's just add it. No, it didn't like that. So it's got to be new. Intersect, let's see what happens. Doesn't like that either. So we'll just go to new. It seems to allow that. And then, but now the material is melded together here as one thing. So that does work. Okay, so these letters will get stuck in this other plastic right here. So let's go to sketch and let's click this top plane again. And we need like a little hole, right? So we can make like a big hole here. How big is that? That is probably a little too big. Let's see how big that is. That's really big. Let's go 0.5. There we go. More like it. I'm pushing escape so I have the arrow back. And then I can maybe touch it here. Let's go like here. I'm just kind of rough eyeballing it right here how I want it. Then this circle right here is going to go in the middle. And let's click the size of that one. And let's make that one 0.125. Maybe that's too small. 0.25. I don't know if that makes it the wall that they're looking for, but I'm going to do that. Oops, sorry. I need to do something else. Let's see. Actually, you know what? If I just add that material, that should do it. Let's see what happens actually. Extrude. Just this one. Let's just double check. Yeah, it's way too high. We don't want 1 inch. Same as everything else, 1/4 inch high. There we go. Look at that. That did it. So I made some sort of backpack charm, you know, where you can put a hole right here, and it's all together. And I notice these letters won't fall out because they do get bonded right here. I did that on purpose. And that's pretty much it. Of course, you don't need to use letters. You can do shapes and stuff, and if you're able to trace, you can do that. and that should work too.